Hey everybody, Captain Dave Schneider, It's a Guide's Life, and we're back. Listen, I apologize for not getting a video out yesterday. I have a good excuse. Last night was draft night in my fantasy league, and there's 11 other dudes that kind of depended on me, and I went and did the draft and realized I wasn't gonna get my vlog done, and so I do apologize for that. But I do have some things I want to say. First of all, I'm sporting this was a birthday present. I'm sporting my new jersey. I'm now officially a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. Now, I'm still a Lions fan. I will always be a Lions fan, of course. But, you know, I'm in Florida, and I felt like I needed to make a choice, and I did. Bought season tickets to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Got my McCoy jersey, who I think might be one of the best three techniques in the NFL right now. So I'm totally gigged. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's really good. It's a really nice jersey, and I look really good in it. So, you know, but anyway, I actually drove to Alpena today and picked my birthday present up from my kids. So that's where I was. This is where I am. I got a couple of questions that came in. I want to talk about those real quick, and I want to show you some fishing video. I had a guide trip. Gino and Sean came in from the Toledo area and fished with me, and I want you to see this video because it was excruciatingly tough fishing, and I feel like there's some things that we can all learn from that kind of deal. It's always wonderful when you're smacking fish and everybody likes to see it and everybody's like, woo, woo-hoo. But what about the days when it's so darn tough and you got to just keep grinding and grinding and grinding, and then all of a sudden you figure something out and you catch a few fish? That's incredibly rewarding. It's one of those things that pumps you inside and keeps you fishing. And so I want to show you a little bit of that. I'll probably excerpt inside and out and talk a little bit through the video because there's just not a lot of fish catching going on. but I want to cover it. I want to show it to you. Plus, these two dudes earn their stripes. I will say it up front, and I say it in the video, so maybe I should just wait and let you hear it in the video. But I'm really proud of these two young men. They're young guys, just like a lot of you, and they fish from the bank quite a bit. And they run around and chase around on the golf courses and fish those ponds and all those kinds of things down in Ohio. And you know, I said Ohio. It's okay, man. You know, one of the best things out of Ohio is I-75 North or US 23 North and so on. Listen, I'm just kidding around. Don't get mad at me. Let's not turn this into a controversial thing. Rob told me, don't get controversial. Don't talk religion. Don't talk politics. And probably should be really careful about talking about sports. But anyway, I've already said enough about that. Listen, I'm gonna throw some of this video up for you. I'll be back in a little bit to talk a little bit more about it, but because I do have a couple questions, I've got that a couple of guys. Tom Cooley gave me a really good question I want to try and answer, and there was another question here that I thought you guys might appreciate an answer to as well. So I'll get to those here in just a bit. But anyway, let's see how the fishing went. Here it goes. Well, hey guys, Captain Dave Schneider, It's a Guide's Life. How you doing this morning? Ah man, I'm so fired up. Headed over to Mullet Lake this morning. I got Gino and one of his good friends. I've fished with these boys before down in Okeechobee, and here they are up in northern Michigan, gonna fish some smallmouth. And just picking them up at the McDonald's. Got myself a couple of burritos this morning. And we're gonna roll over to the Holiday gas station across the way here, or maybe we'll stop out at Dave's place and get a couple of bags of ice for the boat, and then we're going fishing. Captain Dave Schneider, stay with me, man. This is gonna be good. Well, here we are. Say hey to Gino.
What's up?
And Gino, say hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, there it is. All right. and now Gino's a repeat. Now we fished together in Okeechobee, and you're gonna have to refresh my memory a little bit as we go out through the day and whatnot. Did we catch them at all, or was it tough?
We did pretty good.
We did pretty good.
We got like 20.
Oh,
we got 20 that day.
No pressure. And now Nick was with Gino last time, so shout out to Nick wherever you are, man. You're gonna be sorry you missed this trip. He traded you in for his better friend. Say hey to Sean, right?
Right.
Say hey, Sean.
Hey, what's up, guys?
There he is. Now say hey, Sean. There it is. He did it. Yeah, he did it. It's this thing I do. People expect it from me now. I apologize. But anyway, everything looks like it's working here. So this, I won't have to redo the lead in anyway. Guys, we're just putting in our mullet. It was real foggy this morning. It was colder than a bejeezer biscuit. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds cold. And so I called him up and says, guys, get some breakfast. Let's set back an hour. So we're getting a little bit hour later start, which is fine because these fish bite all day. And in fact, if we get the sun up over our head, it'll probably be even better. So, but we're gonna start out fishing grass lines, plain and simple. There's about 1,000 of them here, and we're gonna burn some gasoline, and we're gonna just catch the big ones that are eating. So that's the plan. You guys ready to do this thing?
Yep.
It's a guy's life. Captain Dave Static. Come on along. Mullet Lake, Michigan. Big smallmouth. And here we go. There's an old saying that hope springs eternal. I wasn't even going to show that lead in because it's so embarrassing. The truth is, buckle up, because we're on a 9-hour run right here, where the only thing that happens is 3 small northern pike and a really good pizza from Toppin' to Be gas station. That's it. Man, what a grind. Anyway, we'll be back. Got him? Reel. Real. He's got a fish. Reel.
Yep.
Hey, he's got fish. Here we go. Here we go, Bubba.
Nice turn.
Here we go, Bubba. Here we go. Got the stink out of the boat coming up here now. Yeah, pull him up. Yep. Is he on there?
Yeah.
How's he feel?
Heavy.
Oh, there he is. What do we got here? Reel up here. We got a big pike on here? Is that what this is? Oh boy, I got the motor. Gonna lift up on him here. We gotta get him up out of that stuff. It looks like a northern maybe. Oh, yeah, it is a northern pike.
Oh, no way.
That's all right. Come here, baby. They're fun.
Nice, Sean.
They're fun to catch too, aren't they?
Heck yeah. That's nice.
That's a big northern. Yeah, there you go. playing possum, wasn't he? Perfect. Come here, baby.
Awesome.
Come here, baby. All right, man. Well, it's not the target species, but bless God, it's a nice northern pike.
I definitely want to get a picture with it.
Oh, absolutely, you do. Sure enough. Sure enough.
Lip it, Sean.
No, don't lip this one. Don't listen to him, Sean. I am going to get him out here for you, though.
Yeah,
go ahead and pull up gently on that, if you would, just gently.
Sean.
I've got it. I got it unhooked. We just need to get it past his. Go underneath there. Pull underneath there. Yeah, pull the line. Look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. There you go. Now lift. Now don't hook me in the finger. Pull straight up. There you go. You got her, bud.
Cool.
All right, man. Let's get a picture of this thing.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
How should I hold it like with the
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put the clippers on it for you. You can just grab a hold of the deal like this. We'll get a nice picture. Oh, all over the place, Dave. All right. Oh, there he is. Is he on?
Yeah.
That's another pike. He's got another pike here. He followed right up and...
There's another one, Gino, I think.
Oh, no, that's grass.
Oh,
that's just grass. Isn't that funny? He followed right up and took it. So there's a couple of pike here, aren't there?
What should I do?
We'll just flip him up in here. Hopefully we don't lose the bait.
That's insane. Pike.
Yeah, this one's quite a bit smaller than the other one, actually.
Yeah.
He's decidedly smaller. All right, let's see if we can get him unhooked here. I do. Good, lift up. There it is, man. You want another pick or?
Yeah, can I hold it?
Yeah, if you want to, sure. Go like this.
Yeah.
Put your hands in there just like that.
This one's not bleeding, is he?
No, not too much. He doesn't seem to be. You stick your finger right up in there like that. And you got it. Yeah, watch your finger there. Don't get in the teeth.
Where should I go?
Right there. You got it?
Oh, yep.
Squeeze it tight now. You got it? All right. You don't want to ever reel anything that close to a graphite tip.
Oh, okay.
You bust it right off. All right, man, look at you. Now it's a little one, but it's a start.
Something.
We'll fish here a little bit more, man. Look at you. You want a picture of this little dude?
Nah, it's all right. I'll catch a bigger one.
That's right. There you go. Good job, brother.
Thanks, man.
Good job. Well, there you go. Get a little. I mean, she'll jump around. All right, bub. Looks good, huh? Look at that fish, man. Let me get some pictures of it, of course. Oh yeah. We're coming right up we're coming out of about 16 feet up into 12, and there's fish there. There's fish sitting right on it. The funny thing is, you cast a tube to them right now, they won't eat it.
Yeah.
You drag it through here, they'll eat it.
Well, I think it's just the real slow kind of deal.
I think it is. And I think it also is it's the actual presentation. It looks just like a crayfish coming through that grass, or it just looks like a goby.
One of them, yeah, you know what? Those do look a lot like gobies too.
Yeah.
What are gobies even fish?
A goby's it's a type of fish. It's an invasive species that wound up in the Great Lakes. And they're everywhere. And a lot of people freaking out about it, but I'm gonna tell you, man, smallmouth eat them like crazy.
I think I just had a bite.
Oh yeah, we're coming up on it good now. We just came across another big bassel of fish here. I don't even know what a bassel is, guys. It's a word I just made up. Oh, look at here. Look at here now. He's got him. Rod up, rod tip up, bub. Woohoo! How's he feel? You keep dragging. You keep dragging, bub.
He could be swimming with me though. Oh,
is he still there?
He's digging now, yeah.
There he goes. Bring him up.
He keeps switching his ways.
Oh, yeah. Okay, nice and easy. Here we go.
Is it bigger?
Nah, it's about the same. Oh, come here. There we go. There we go. Actually, he's a little bit smaller.
Give Sean the
We're gonna get him. You know what though? We're gonna put him right in the live well, and we'll see about it, right? And we worked hard today. We fished for about 10, 11 hours, and we finally got something figured out about the last 3.5 hours of the day here. We started dragging tubes. The wind's been blowing. We couldn't get fish to chase anything. But then we started getting bit. We had about 5 or 6 bites, didn't we?
5 or 6 bites.
We had 5 or 6 bites. We boated 3.
Yep.
Gino boated 3. And he lost 2 others that were really, really good fish. But we got a few pictures there of the ones that we put our hands on. It was dang. Now these guys are rock stars. They fished hard. They fished in techniques that they never really fished before. And you know, that is not easy to do, especially like, man, I don't think this works, you know, kind of thing. And then, frankly, it wasn't all day, you know.
Yeah.
But we figured we got on them a little bit, and so it was a good thing. All right, Captain Dave Schneider, it's a guide's life. Anyway. All right, guys, there it is. You know, we got on some fish right at the end of the day. I mean, literally the last couple of hours we fished all day, guys. At one point I had about 16 rods on the deck. We threw everything you can imagine, and but to the credit of these 2 young men, they just kept fishing. They kept believing that Captain Dave's not full of crap, and it paid off. Sean, it was crazy. Sean never got a bite dragging. But Gino had 6 bites. He had 2 really nice fish that jumped off. He had 1 over 5 that jumped, and we saw it plain. I saw it plain as day. And it was his very first bite. And that kind of got us a little fired up, and then we just kept fine-tuning the drag. Listen, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about dragging tubes. It's something we do up north when the wind blows. You cannot do anything. You got to make sure you control the things that you can control in fishing. Make sure you don't have nicks in your line. Make sure your baits are tied right. Make sure you got this, that, and the other thing. Make sure your gear's in good shape. You control that stuff. But the stuff you cannot control, you have to try and figure out how to work to your advantage. In this particular case, the wind was howling. And guys, I just went back through the directory of fishing, and I remember we used to drag tubes a lot when the wind would blow. And I said, guys, the only thing we got left here is to drag. And we dragged the tubes up the break out of about 40 feet of water up into about 12, hit the grass lines, bam! And they caught fish. And that's how we caught our fish at the end of the day. I'll talk more about dragging if you're interested in it. It's something I learned to do out on Lake Erie and Lake St. Clair down in that area. And it's a deadly way to catch smallmouth bass. And I had, to be honest, I hadn't really thought about it until we got there, and I'm like, nothing's worked. So absolutely credit to Gino and to Sean. Guys, I'm so proud of you, and I appreciate you sticking with me, and I kept them out for about 3 hours longer than we were supposed to. But I told them, I said, guys, we'll be out here till dark. We're going to catch a bass. Anyway, thanks again for that, guys. Real quick, couple of things. I got some questions. First of all, I've got one question here, and I want to hit this. This is a really good question. This is from Tom Cooley, and Tom said he's been fishing. One of his favorite smallmouth fisheries has been kind of overtaken by largemouth. He's having a hard time getting a smallmouth bite, and so he's like, you know, not a terrible problem to have, but if I want to catch some of the smallmouth, what do I have to do? Great question. The first thing that comes to my mind is be more aggressive in your presentations. Largemouth will turn away sometimes from a real aggressive approach where a smallmouth won't. A smallmouth will be even more charged up. Try jerk baits. You'll still catch largemouth, but it can be a really good way to catch a big smallmouth. Also, topwater baits at times when you wouldn't think to throw topwater baits is another great way to catch smallmouth and to eliminate some of the less aggressive bites. And sometimes largemouth are just not as aggressive, so you can kind of get away with that. And those are the two things that I would try, Tom. But be thinking spinner baits, burning a big spinner bait up near the surface, even in 10, 12, 14 feet of water, fishing a big chartreuse spinner bait just a foot or two below the surface will sometimes bring a big smallmouth up where a largemouth may not come up and do that. So those are the things that I might try. It's a great question. And if I think on it more and I have something to add to that, Tom, I'll do that for you. But I do appreciate your question. And here's the other one. I got this is actually a text message from a fella, and all I know is that this guy's name is Larry. So hey, Larry, I appreciate the message. Larry says the last few days have been brutal in Tennessee. It's real hot, and the fish just aren't biting. You want to know what kind of tips I could give him? I know when things get really tough, I go a little deeper. If it's really hot out, you still want to fish cover, but you got to find cover in a little bit deeper water. And Larry, that's what I might try. The drop shot stuff, shaky head stuff, Carolina rigs, get on the outside edges of the grass as opposed to up on top of the grass or inside edges of the grass. And Larry, that might be what I would try to do next. All right. As always, guys, love the questions and so much appreciate them. Guys, it's Captain Dave Schneider. It's a guide's life. I'm gonna put a head on this thing and get it to you. I'm trying to stay under 15 minutes. Anyway, I get my boat's been in the shop, by the way, for the last 48 hours. I'll explain all that tomorrow. But I'm going to pick my boat up at 9 o'clock tomorrow and get back on the water. It's a guide's life. It's our life. I'm sharing it with you, and I appreciate you watching it. Captain Dave Schneider. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, man.